Hey guys, back again. So I'm here to review Willy's Wonderland, which I bought the Blu-ray for because I've got friends who said it was awesome. So I thought I might as well support it and go out and get it. Willy's Wonderland. At first, before I saw the movie, I thought it was Wily's Wonderland because I just kept thinking of Dr. Wily from like Mega Man. I don't know why. That just kept going through my mind. I'm like, is it Wily's Wonderland or Willy's Wonderland? But I just kept thinking of that throughout before I even saw the movie. But Willy's Wonderland, starring Nick Cage, you can tell on the poster art, he's the big thing of the poster, right there, the artwork. Um, it's another fun Nicolas Cage movie, is what I'm really going to say at the beginning. So, I really dug this one. I thought this was really cool. So it already starts out with an awesome score. Like the score in this is really badass and fun, and it's like synth, and it's really fun and just really memorable with like the musical score. Um, I like too how it's Nicolas Cage, but it also has Beth Grant in it, who's awesome in most things I've seen her in. And it immediately starts out with her being really like crazy to this girl she's watching, and she throws this girl into a mobile home and just ties her up. Like it's like her daughter that she's raising, not her real daughter, but it's her daughter that she's raising, and the daughter, not real daughter, but you know what I mean. She says, "I hate you," and then Beth Grant says, "Well, talk sweet to me later," and she leaves, and she's like, "You're gonna stay here all night," and then the girl just says, "You're a bitch," and Beth Grant just like goes, "Whatever, who cares," and then leaves. And it was really hilarious. Beth Grant, I thought, was good in this movie, and I like seeing her because I haven't seen her in anything really recently. Honestly, I know she's been in something, I bet, but I just can't think of in my head what she's been in recently. Um, so you got Beth Grant, and then you got Nicolas Cage, who doesn't speak a word in this movie. Nicolas Cage, besides making grunt noises, never says a full-on word, and I thought that was really cool because Nicolas Cage, it really shows off how great of an actor he is without speaking. Because Nicolas Cage is, for me, I enjoy a lot of Nicolas Cage movies, but sometimes Color Out of Space is a good example for me. Sometimes he's too loud and obnoxious in a way where it kind of ruins the tone, like Color Out of Space, where that one was like trying to be all serious, and the Nicolas Cage was there spouting all those silly things. And I'm a hypocrite because there's other movies I feel differently about that are tonally the same as Color Out of Space, but Color Out of Space just annoyed me with how Nicolas Cage was in it, but then it kind of felt really tonally off because Nicolas Cage kept being ridiculous. But the movie was kind of like the thing, like in terms of like horror effects and horror movie, but then like you got silly Nicolas Cage. It felt weird to me in that movie. But I thought Nicolas Cage was great in this movie, and I really like how great his performance is because he didn't even speak. He didn't say a word, but everything you see him do, like with just his facial movements, like you can tell how good of an actor he is, just what he does. And I really liked him in this movie a lot. I like too that if you don't know, the basic story is that Nicolas Cage, the janitor, is what his name is. They don't give him a name. They don't really give him a name in the movie. He is dropped off at this place called Willy's Wonderland, where it's like this abandoned place where like people were killed by these animatronic puppets, and it was run by serial killers. And I like that idea. That's really cool. And the backstory, you see the backstory too of what happens whenever it opens, whenever it closes, whenever it reopens, and they do a great job of building up this idea of like this creepy ass location, and I really like that a lot. That's really just a really good way of establishing it. Um, I liked too that it was just kind of like a pseudo slasher kind of in a way because people do get killed in brutal ways. Like the kills in this movie are pretty awesome. There's one where a character literally gets ripped in half and their body just whatever body they got left just starts spurting blood everywhere. It was really funny. Um, the effects are really awesome with that. Um, I really thought it was funny. This is kind of a random thing. We've got all these teenager-y kind of characters who are also with Nicolas Cage because the main girl is like connected to like the massacre. The main girl that Beth Grant like is taking care of. So we've got these main kid characters, and one of these characters is a girl, and she looks just like Amelia Clark. And I was just like, oh my god, like, and she was really beautiful as well. It was genuinely surprising to see this girl that looked almost exactly like her. I was like, what? I thought at first I was like, Amelia Clark cannot be in this movie. She's not going to be in this kind of movie. Um, but it wasn't her, but it looked a lot like her. This actress who was the one of the girls in the group, and she was really funny too. All the teenager and young adult characters I thought were fun. They weren't super memorable, but they were okay enough. Like I enjoyed them enough. I like too that it utilizes Nicolas Cage well with him not speaking, and utilizes him well with just scenes of him doing silly stuff. But the movie I felt worked in the silly tone. There's a scene where it's really awesome, where it's a synth pop song where Nicolas Cage is just playing on a um, he's playing and dancing on this, what is it called, like that game thing, like that game thing you play at the movie theater, like it's like pinball. It's a pinball machine. He's playing a pinball machine while there's a synth pop song called Willy's Wonderland playing, and it's really awesome, and it just has him dancing around, and it's really fun and goofy and hilarious. And I like too that the movie ends, no spoilers, but the movie song, the last song in the movie is Freebird, which is really cool. And I like too that, without spoiling it, the end of the movie is so gnarly and gross. And I like the fact that Nicolas Cage is just covered and drenched in blood by the end of this movie, and he's just like destroying shit. And it's really fun. And it does a good job of just being a really fun movie. And I really like that this came out right whenever this movie called Prisoners of the Ghostland was released. I saw it at Film Fest. It's another Nicolas Cage movie, where he has to take a girl to a location, but um, he has to take her there, but it's like a futuristic western, and it's really cool and really awesome. And this is a good double feature with Prisoners of the Ghostland, which I recommend you see if whenever it comes out. I don't know if it's out anywhere, whether it's digital or physical. It's not physical yet, I know, but I saw it at Film Fest a couple weeks ago, so maybe it's just being released. It might not even be on streaming yet, but we'll see. But whenever that comes out, definitely recommend that one as well. It's a great double feature with Willy's Wonderland. Um, Really good run for Nicolas Cage right now. Like I really am liking his stuff. He does a really fun job with all his recent stuff. Even stuff like Color Out of Space, I thought he was still fun in it, but it just annoyed me with the tonal kind of thing with that movie. And he was great in Mandy as well. He's been doing a lot of cool things recently, so I'm glad for him. But that's it for today's review for Willy's Wonderland. Like I said, it was only $15 for the Blu-ray, so I thought it was worth it to get it, for me personally. But yeah, that's all I could say. I'll see you guys later. Take care.